Okay, I'll give you the, first of all, good morning. I'll give you the injury updates here. So DQ will be out, won't practice today. Josh Palmer will get a little bit of practice today, but he'll be out for the game. Shaq Thompson won't practice, out for the game. And then we'll see how Matt Prater does. And Gabe Davis will not practice, so he'll be out for the game as well. And then Milano and Bernard both will practice full today, and we'll see how today goes.
Was Prater's injury during practice this week, or when did that kind of pop up?
Well, I was informed of it during practice.
Okay.
He was off. Kickers sometimes they're off. The specialists are off doing their their drills. Sometimes even on a separate field. So that's where it popped up. So.
Do you have a timeline for Tyler Bass?
Nope. He's doing a really good job though of being a true pro, working, getting himself ready to go. So we're just one day and really 1 week at a time. So.
Sean, with Taylor Rapp, is that something you're expecting him at some point to come back this season?
No. I don't want to go there exactly, but right now, I mean, he just had the surgery. He had surgery 2 days ago or a day ago. So at this point, it's probably, I'm not a doctor, but from what I'm hearing, it's probably not till next year at this point.
And TJ Sanders, I know he's got a couple games left before he's eligible to return.
Yeah.
So what's kind of the outlook with him and when you might be able to get him back?
Don't know. My hope is in the next few weeks, but don't hold me to that because I have not gotten a real update from our training staff in terms of how he's progressing. Is he on schedule? I see them working with him, but at this point, it's still up in the air.
Speaking of that, kind of know, is DeMar someone whose the door is open on coming back at all, or is that kind of?
At some point, perhaps at some point. That's what I know at this point. But that's in the distant future at this point. So.
Sean, what does Jordan Phillips mean to this team? Just, coming back time and time again, having found so much community here. What does he bring to you guys?
Yeah. Well, you said it, community. And, he's a energizer. I don't want to use the word bunny. It wouldn't be fair to him. He's an energizer type of personality, and he makes great connections with people. From when he was first here, he would carry a camera around and take pictures through the hallway. You guys have probably heard those stories. And now he doesn't do that anymore, but, he wears big, triple fat goose coats to practice underneath his pads. I mean, most people don't do that in the league, and he's just got a unique way about him that makes him connect easily with people and those around him of all different types, and I think that's part of what makes him really special as a person.
He has that unique way, but he also, he's been through so much. Was talking to him some this week about just, family growing up, his brother recently.
Yeah.
How does he balance everything he's been through with still having that energizer nature?
Well, from what I see, from my seat, he's just incredibly gifted in, like we were just talking about, who he is as a person. He's supported by his immediate family as well, and that's huge. When you have that backing, that support, to come back to Buffalo, meaning, it was here, left, came back. Kind of left again and then came back again. I mean, that's a family decision, so you have to have support there, which is huge, and just his growth, his maturity. He's always been a special person, but to add now, watching him grow and mature through life and the experiences and how he's handled things, as the latest one with his brother, and all that I'm sure we don't even know about. Is really impressive from a human standpoint. So.
Sean, from how the Chiefs constructed their wide receiver room, how is it so difficult to defend from a defensive standpoint?
Yeah, the speed is. I mean, it reminds me, like I said, Miami, but Miami has two or so. They've got 3, 4, 5, whatever they are, of just guys that can roll. So. it makes the field, it spreads the field out. I mean, you think the field is yay big width-wise and length-wise, but the length of it gets short fast because they're going, and the width of it gets wider because there's just so much space that they create. And Andy does a phenomenal job of calling plays and putting them in positions. Coach Nagy the same way. So it's extremely difficult.
Sean, what have you seen from Jordan Hancock in his short time here as a rookie and through this first part of the season?
Yeah, growing. He's growing. It's great to see young players, and I'm sure from his perspective as well. I was thinking about this the other day of, hey, what's my role? It's, when you first start the season and you're not clearly, you can tell sometimes by playing time what your role is. In this case, he was, kind of in between a little bit. Special teams, what's that like? And so finding his way, like others find their way through the course of a season, and I'm sure he can feel himself now like, oh, this is, okay, I'm starting to get some traction here, and this is how that looks, and here's how that works too in terms of my process and what that takes. So it's fun to watch young players kind of get onto that trail, if you will.
What do you like athletically about him on the field?
Well, he played a couple different positions in college, so he has some experience playing corner, playing nickel, playing safety. His defensive coordinator at Ohio State at the time is from right around where I'm from. So I know him, and I know kind of how he coaches, and so I think Jordan's been raised the right way in terms of football and football knowledge. So now it's just about reps and experience and life in the NFL and seeing NFL offenses.